See if we're streaming. There we go. We're streaming now. Oh no, we're really streaming now. Oh yeah, I gotta. Okay, here, background. And hide this for environment, just in case. Okay. Post. Milestone. YouTube Live. Okay, a bit. Okay, we're back. We're back. Wow. Who the hell's Jackson Crawford? I don't know who Jackson Crawford is. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Way louder. So weird. Why is there a new ActRaiser? Oh, jeez. Make sure this. See anybody over there? Difficult, no HUD. You. I can't watch any of these because I'll get freaking flagged. I guess the video I can throw on. I can check and see if it's ever been uploaded correctly.
A living. Don't worry.
Why is it only in 1080p?
Well, a coroner, originally.
kept saying it was processing. What the hell?
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted.
Peeving me off, man. Like, why would I upload? Google this stuff. What? Eek. Don't steal any of my stuff. Trying to see. Okay, processing HD versions. Oh yeah, it's still working. It's still going.
Yo, yo, yo.
What up?
How's it going?
It's going all right. I was literally talking to myself, because I can't stream good quality on the PS5 right now with my current setup.
Mm-hmm.
I've been recording basically hour-long videos of me playing through Death Stranding and then uploading them, which the upload doesn't take any time, but the processing takes forever. Like right now, it's still only at 1080p 60. I literally had to Google it just now to see what, like, if it's just not happening, like if I'd have to basically take a memory card and take it from the PS5, put it on my computer to upload it, but it sounds like that's not it. It just takes forever to process 4K footage on YouTube.
Pop it down to 1080. What are you doing, baby?
It's up in 1080. 1080.
Ain't nobody's got time for 4K except you, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking up a lot of my PS5 hard drive with these videos. So, that can happen.
I want a PS5 is what I want.
Yeah. Death Stranding's good, buddy. It's good.
Feel like it's even better than ever, and like, I liked it to begin with.
I mean, like, I loaded my PS4 save just to get all the trophies, just in case I don't finish it again. But whenever I started over, I was like, I think I'm going to finish this game again. Like, I'm just enjoying it a lot. I'm actually weirdly playing it in the ultra-wide screen setting, which I didn't think I would do.
What?
But the wider FOV, it does look nice.
Are you playing it on like a wide screen or just your TV?
Just TV. It's just black bars on top and bottom.
Black bars.
But it looks nice. You can watch my video.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe I'll put it on right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I will.
There's Gavel.
You Barrel. Hello.
That was Gavel.
Who's this other person?
I don't know.
I mean, hey, you want a person in the third seat or not? You know, it's like, why does it matter who I am?
That's true, I guess.
That's true. As a matter of fact, I am recording on my shitty gamer headset because I left my actual mic at the office.
Oh,
so,
I know it sounds
slight dip in quality. Slight dip in quality, but it's okay. It's fine. It'll be great. I'm still recording it on my end though.
Do you at least
I'm
have
recording
video
now.
I am recording now, and I got to get out of here at my 10:30, which is an hour and a half. So
I'm recording now as well.
Well, there's all kinds of stipulations to record with Josh these days.
I know.
It's been a crazy week. What do you want?
Gaming headset.
Yeah, it's really dirty over here right now. So
Goodness.
it's dirty as
All
my audio quality. Do it.
We ready then?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? You're listening to Two Pete's and a Podcast, episode 128. I am one of your hosts, Gary Peterson, joined as always by my brother,
Brian Peterson.
and actually joined by...
Yo, people,
Special
it's
guest.
Josh. Rumors of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
I Like, not really. It's been a month.
What? I'm here. Yeah, and it has been a month. Let me tell you. Okay, so first month, like, friend from San Francisco came down. Second month, the surprise birthday for my other friend that I completely forgot about. Third week, I literally was throwing up all night at somebody's house that I don't even know, so I couldn't make it there for the morning. Week number 4, here we go. Fourth time's a charm. Here I am.
Yeah.
Loud and proud. Brother.
And Andy's using lesser than podcasting equipment right now.
Yes, because I had to take my actual podcasting equipment into my office because I'm recording audio stuff there because I don't want to use their shitty mic for the stuff that I'm doing. And then I forgot it at the office, and they locked that thing down on the weekend. So, whoops.
But if it's for work, then you should tell them they need to buy you the stuff to use.
So they did buy a mic, but like they didn't ask for my input, so they bought like a really crappy, like, you know, $60 mic, like less than $60. Like I think it's called Snowball.
This ordeal right here was like $28 for the arm. It's got the little shock mount. I think it's a pretty decent mic for.
I mean, your mic is good, but the mic that they got was not good. What can I tell you?
I'm just saying prices and everything, man.
All right, you're right. You're right. Podcast for working class. You're right.
Age is just a number.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm doing pretty good. I still don't have a PC because DQ hasn't let me.
You've had many opportunities to buy video cards.
That's true.
Why would I want to why would I want a video card if I can't buy the motherboard yet? And I'm not gonna put together my PC like I'm some kind of genius like Brian. I'm not gonna put together my PC.
Brian put together a proposition for you for both.
Yeah.
You got a motherboard and a video card. Yeah.
But is it the new one? Is it the Alder Lake?
Oh,
no, it's not. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for.
2080 Ti. What more do you want? Or 3080 Ti?
3080. I do want a 3080, but I'm gonna wait for the Alder Lake like Intel chip and then get it. And PCs are actually slightly more findable now. Unfortunately, they're in like the $3,000 range or like high 2,000, but you can buy them. We'll see if that continues during the holiday season. My instinct says no, it will not, but we shall see.
And we need to be real. You're not buying a new PC because you're going balls wasting into Airsoft now.
Into Airsoft and my Nintendo Switch OLED. Those two things are the only. So yeah, that was one of the things that I did. Is my friend's birthday party it's his 30th birthday, and surprise, we're all going to be kids and go to an Airsoft field. It was awesome. They had all the equipment there. They had the masks. We all basically had M4s. Semi-auto, not automatic, because we're not crazy, we're not intense like the 6th graders that we saw there that were literally like mad masking themselves. Yeah, it was awesome. Lots of Punisher patches, lots of anime girl patches. Full on just standard issue army gear man was there with his like army man sunglasses and his army man shaved head. It was awesome. We had a group of like 12 though, so we didn't need to team up with anybody, thank goodness. That would have been terrible. But yeah, Airsoft is fun still, guys. If you're like over the age of 40, guess what? Go do it and then regret it for 2 days because I could not walk after that.
Yeah, I've never been. It seems fun. I mean, I wouldn't be the person that gets all camoed out and everything, but we did find out that an airsoft rifle or something touched DQ inappropriately because he hates airsoft more than anybody should. Like I mean,
as soon as I mentioned airsoft, he's like, "Oh, so you want to actually play games where there's more cheaters than players? Well, go play airsoft." Which he's right. It's true.
Yeah, for sure. I see a lot of videos of cheaters, but I also see videos of the guy that like snipes with airsoft rifles, and he's got like this crazy like 4-camera setup to show. Like his face sometimes. I mean, it's different ones, but sometimes it'll be his face and then where the bullets go, or the pellets going. It just seems fun. I mean, again, if it's your entire lifestyle, that's a little. It's
my entire personality now. I did look up M1 Garands to see how much they cost. I'm like, I could maybe do that.
On the 8,000th pellet, it makes the little ping sound.
8,000th, 800th, yeah, exactly. Bing. Gives away my position. So that's what I've been up to, just daydreaming about airsoft.
Yeah, like I say, I've never been. I'd rather go airsofting than paintballing, though. That's for sure.
Oh man,
I've never been.
Keep your stuff clean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Keep my bones not broken. Jesus.
So what else you been up to, Josh? Since it's been so long.
This has been so long. Let's see. Any video games in my life? None whatsoever, really. At the office, I have a friend who's better at me than Smash, but so I'm very upset about that.
Who are
so
they? Donkey Kong?
Their main is Ness mostly, Ness and Lucas. So I learned the edge guarding shit with them, which is horrifying. They do the PK Thunder or whatever it is off the edge, and then you just can't get back on. So I've been trying to learn counters for that by playing it over here. Besides that, nothing much. Just same old, same old. Just trying to hunker down until that payday comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
definitely know what you mean.
Yeah, brother.
Because, I'm still on the job search. Went to 2 interviews yesterday. One of them went well, but if I get that one, we'll have to discuss when we record this, because that's a 6-day, 12-hour day work week. So, yeah, it's a lot of time.
But Brian may not even want to do the podcast if he's making the kind of money he might make over there.
Yo.
He might be eating escargot from now on. And,
but I text y'all because the second one, I went to this place. It had like crazy security. You go through a little security booth, you know, all this stuff, and then they hit you with the stairs right before. Like I had to wear a mask, like a medical mask. It was super tight on my face, and I go up these stairs, and then I take out my phone. Yeah, I can deal with stairs, but I do have a problem where whenever I'm going upstairs, I'm trying not to breathe heavy, so I basically don't breathe.
Yes.
So then whenever I get to the top,
hold your breath the whole time.
And especially with that mask, it was killing me. And
dude, yes.
And like I was sitting there, like I was looking at my phone because it did have some very convoluted directions on like getting in here and stuff. Like it was a walkthrough, it was a Metal Gear Solid 3 walkthrough to get into this place. And
what is this place again? I mean, you don't have to say the exact place. I asked you last night, but I don't remember if you told me this place.
It's McLean. It's the one up behind Miller-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I get up to the top and I'm looking at my phone, looking through the instructions, but mostly I'm just trying to catch my breath because there's one other person up there sitting there. And so I'm just like, okay, let me look. And then like somebody comes and talks to him for a second and is like, what are you here for? I'm like, an interview. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Brian Peterson. She's like, what is it? I'm like, Brian Peterson. And I'm just breathing so heavy. I'm like, oh god, this is weeding me out.
Right now.
This is weeding me out so hard right now. Like, it's just the mask. Like, I literally sat down and like after 5 minutes,
she was holding a clipboard and it had like a list of attributes and it said physical condition.
Yeah.
And then she just put an X there silently.
What's that? What's how you feeling out there? But yeah, like after 5 minutes, like I looked at the other guy and he had the mask down, like, you know, to where his nose he was able to breathe. And I just go, man, I'm not used to wearing these masks again. It's been forever since I had to wear masks. And then we just kind of talked a little bit about it. And he's like, yeah, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Wow, I'm just breathing so heavy. Over there. And then, like, I go in there for the interview, which isn't much of an interview. It's basically just like, hey, yeah, we need people real bad. We're down bad.
Are you
people.
A person? Maybe you should work here.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should.
And then so they have the little cotton swab drug test thing. And so I'm just sitting there with a mask, like trying to fiddle with this thing. It's like, this sucks. This is just uncomfortable. Come on now. But, yeah, so hopefully I get one of these jobs. I mean, it sounded like I had that one for sure, but...
Oh, really? The second one you think you had for sure?
It seemed like it. The first one, I mean, she seemed real positive. I mean, she said it's a 97% chance. I mean, obviously that's leaving them some leeway.
She just wasn't the hiring person.
Yeah, but... Which, weirdly, I'm wanting the one that's 800 hours a week, just because I would be able to afford stuff. I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't be able to do anything with it. But.
He couldn't hear no on a computer anymore. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
There would be none of that.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for a new motherboard. I'll just get that one whenever it comes out too.
That's right. I'll buy everything.
We have 3 PCs over here.
Plus, that one's much closer to your house, too, isn't it?
Yeah. It was literally like a 15-minute drive.
Which is nice because the other one would be neighborhood of 30 minutes, 45 minutes,
And
maybe.
that's if traffic is good.
If
then-
traffic's good, and then so you kind of like that almost puts you up into that many hours anyway. Kind of, it's like
Yeah, I mean,
it's an 8-hour shift. It's like a 10-hour shift.
with
basically.
with the last job that I lost because they suck. Literally it was a 9-hour day. I mean, really 9.5 with the lunch,
Right.
plus the hour there, hour back, ish. I mean, not quite an hour there, but
It's
close enough.
pretty close, I'm sure. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
at a 45 minimum.
yeah. And it was funny because there was a place that my wife, an acquaintance of my wife knows, works there, and apparently she makes good money, and so she got them to call me. And they're like, yeah, we started at $13. I was like, I'm not going back to Saginaw for $13 an hour. Like, I can't take that much of a pay cut. I mean, granted, I'm making nothing right now, but like, I can't deal with that traffic for $13 an hour.
No, that's not worth it, man.
My boy needs to get paid.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's good. So fingers crossed on that. Hopefully you hear something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be soon.
Yeah. You'll never see me again. I mean, we will still record this. I'm
No, we
determined
won't.
to still come out with
Some way
episodes.
or another. Hey, remember that time that we stopped recording for like a year or 8 months? That was
It
awesome.
was like
Longer
2
than a
years.
year. Yeah.
2 years?
It was
What?
a while.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is to say, nothing can stop this podcast. It's like those lizards that bury into the ground and hibernate, or like grass that gets burned. It'll just grow back, baby.
Yeah.
So do the lizards that bury themselves in the ground, do they grow back?
Well, yeah, they do too.
Wow.
And if you catch them in Shadow of the Colossus, you get extra grip. Is that what it was?
I believe so. Yeah, that gives you grip, and then the fruit gives you
Apples,
more
yeah.
health.
Yeah.
I think, which they don't tell you about in that game. Which is
What you sucking on there, bud?
Coffee, bud.
Extra latte?
Yeah.
Oh,
Espresso
Oh.
latte thingy or whatever.
yeah.
Got a bunch of
God.
Cocoa Pebble creamer in there because I'm a sophisticated
Brian
man.
is rich. Jeez Louise.
For real, dude.
I'm a sophisticated man. No, I got an espresso, bud. I got an espresso.
Yeah, he's not a caveman. He's gotta get an
I'll know
espresso.
that.
Yeah.
I'll know that I'm rich whenever we have one of those like stainless steel contraptions that make
Mhm.
espresso.
Oh yeah.
It looks like some kind of steampunk invention.
Oh yeah, the little what's it called? Wand, steam wand, or something like that.
I don't even know.
Steam the milk,
Maybe.
yeah.
I just mean like it's like they vary in sizes, obviously, but like one of those giant ones. It's like all this like stainless steel
And it has
piping
the
and
little
stuff
drip
goes
that
everywhere.
comes off of both sides or whatever.
It's
Yeah,
about the
exactly.
size of a car in your
Right.
kitchen.
Yeah, it looks like a
Then it makes
V8.
a coffee that's this big, a latte, that's
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
tiny little
Yep.
cup.
I'll know I've made it whenever I have half ounce
be-
shooter cups at the
And then
house.
That'll
just
be
like, I just want a
$10
normal
for a
coffee.
20-cent drink.
Yeah, and then I turn my nose up at everybody that drinks from plastic cup coffee like
You go
Yeah.
to
Oh,
Starbucks.
Folgers, huh?
Nespresso and yeah. But I also go to Starbucks every day, but still turn
Because
my
you
nose
want an
up at everybody's
actual, just
coffee.
regular coffee. You know?
Yes. All right, now I can
Mm.
have one with flavor.
I don't want one. I don't want an espresso today.
Yeah,
Give myself a pumpkin spice latte and all
I'd
this
like
stuff.
to sleep tonight.
Shoot.
Speaking of that,
By the way,
I-
the cream cheese pumpkin muffin from Starbucks is bussin', boys.
Really?
not buzzing.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh,
By the
I
way-
thought. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say that yesterday I went to go by Starbucks before work to get a hot white chocolate or white hot
Mhm.
chocolate, whatever. And I'm sitting in line, like, I'm just like looking at my phone, listening to music or
Yeah.
podcast or whatever. And we're slowly moving up. I'm like, well, thankfully I'm way ahead of time as always. So no big deal. And finally I get up there to order, and this car comes back around loops back around, and they're like, hey, they're closed. I'm like, huh? She's like, they're closed. There's no one in there. I'm like, what the F? So sure enough, I pull up, or I'm actually telling the car in front of me, because she didn't, I don't know if she heard or whatever. And then
Yeah.
she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, she said they're closed. So she pulls up and or at first she's at the window, she's at the
Yeah.
speaker. She's like, hello? Hello? Hello?
Let
And
me
she drives
in.
up, and she's like looking in the windows like, lady, there's no one in there.
Yeah,
So
all the lights are
pull
off.
up-
Hello, I need my coffee.
I'm like,
You don't know
what?
how. Like, there's people who literally think they turn into the Hulk if they don't have their coffee.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
go somewhere else and get a coffee if you need a coffee so
I-
bad. Like, yeah, it
I
sucks
just don't
if you
even know what happened. Like, there was no signage anywhere.
I feel like that's
Said,
been
"Hey, we're
happening to
closed."
a lot of places. Like, I think Morgan was going to go to Sonic on like Thursday. Just closed. The one in Joshua just
What time?
closed on Thursday. I don't. It wasn't like late.
I'm just trying to like.
I feel like it was like at 6 o'clock or something, and it's just like, no,
Wow.
they're closed. We're just like closed for the day, I guess. Like maybe not enough people showed up for work. Or something. I don't know. Like literally, a lot of places
nuts,
are having
dude.
issues. Yeah.
And I'd been to that Starbucks like multiple times this week, and you know,
Yeah.
operates as per normal. You know, it's
Yeah.
like this time it's like nope.
The rapture happened, and God actually only loves Starbucks employees. The rest of us are going to hell. I think that's what that hat was.
Yeah.
Well,
Boom,
they
baby.
do deserve to go to heaven, considering everybody comes in there and
Considering the
wants,
hell that they
I
go
need
through every
3
day.
pumps
half,
of
yeah,
this.
half
I mean,
the milk and
Yeah.
off that.
I need
I
exactly
need some oat
3
milk
cubes
and
of ice.
yeah,
And I need exactly 5 piles
Splenda and yeah.
of crushed ice. I need 2 different types of ice.
I know you have 2 ice in there back there. I know you do.
Meanwhile, I'm over here feeling like an a-hole whenever I say no pickles, no onions.
Yeah, or just no ice in my drink.
Yeah.
Can I have a Dr. Pepper, no ice? It's like, oh,
What's
they're
that?
gonna spit that.
I get easy on the ice.
That
I like a
reminds
little
me.
bit of ice.
There was one time where I was in the McDonald's parking lot, drive-through lane, and the person in front of me was ordering in a crazy way. They kept, like, I could just kind of hear. I thought they were saying a sweet tea large, and then like the person inside was clearly having trouble hearing it, and like they kept saying it, and then whenever I got up there, like to before they got rid of it on the menu, or the what their order was, it was two high C larges, 2 large high C's, but they say high C large.
Oh.
And I was like, what are they saying? Like, I can't understand. Like, I would not be able to work at this place because, and then they were like 1 high C large and like struggled so much. And eventually they got that, I guess. And then they were like, and then 1 other one with no ice. But they didn't say 1 other one. They said one more IC large with no ice or something. And I was just like, this is the most confusing. Just say you want a large high C. Like, I feel like saying the size second is the weirdest.
Yeah. That's a no-go, I think.
Yeah, I want a no ice high C large. Huh?
Yeah, there's some Star Trek shit. Like
Yeah,
a
like-
tea hot. It's like, what?
You don't understand the basic mechanics of ordering.
Yeah, that's true, right? Like, you got to say the size first, and then the flavor or whatever,
Yeah.
and then whatever other little stipulation you'd like, little exception or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a broken way of doing that.
It was,
I like that.
I was like, are you intentionally, like, are you pranking this? Are you going to grab the high C by the cone or something? Or by
The
the
camera's
top
right
of it?
behind me, bro.
Yeah.
Well, dude, we pranked him so good. We bought an ice cream and then grabbed it by the freaking ice cream, dude. Wow, what a good prank, dude.
This is amazing. Still laughing at that prank.
Speaking of pranks, we did. Some of my coworkers are just like such goobs that like they look up like all these prank things that I didn't even know existed. Like there's
Oh, God.
like some kind of like prank site out there where
Oh, of
you
course.
can enter somebody's phone number in,
No.
and then the number that like basically like you could enter it like if I was pranking Josh, I could enter Josh's phone number, but enter Brian's phone number as the one that's sending it. So it shows up as Brian calling, but it's actually like these pre-recorded like pranks. It was kind of funny, but so anyway, because one of my coworkers did it to another coworker, but he I guess he had known about it or something anyway. So like he knew, like it wasn't like a surprise to him. So then coworker used it on our boss.
Oh, that's...
And it was hilarious. No, dude, it was so funny because it was like an old lady going like, "I don't want to be alone anymore," and like all this kind of stuff. And I can't tell if it like reacts to like if you say things to it, then it speaks. But it also will send you a recording of it if you want of how that phone conversation went. And but we could hear her in there going like, what? I don't even know who you are.
Is that who who got you then?
Oh,
Last week.
maybe.
Who got me?
When he got your mysterious phone
yeah.
call.
Yeah. You
I
calling my
thought
wife?
About that. See, I thought about that, but the Cleburne thing kept coming in as the only thing that was like too specific about it.
But it still
to
could have
be a
been
prank.
somebody pranking you.
Sure, of course, yeah.
You've probably
for sure.
said that you were from Cleburne at some point to coworkers or something.
Yeah, that's true. I did think about it, but
Man, you got pranked so hard you don't even know it, dude.
I don't even care.
I just prank. I mean, prank calls are so stupid. But anyway,
They
I
are.
mean, there are some occasional funny ones. I mean, Jerky Boys, obviously, forever.
See, like I thought about using it on Mom, that old lady one, but then
Yeah.
whenever she gets to the part where she's like, "I don't want to be alone anymore. All my family died," or whatever, it's
Oh
like,
my god. Yeah, what if your mom goes
would
too real?
actually-
What if your mom gets too
Because
real?
Brian knows my mom would buy in from
Oh, yeah.
the jump, and she would like text me and Brian probably say, "Oh, Bubba, this lady called. She was
Please
so
pray
upset.
for this
so
woman."
sad." Yeah. This is another thing my mom to Brian. I don't know if she did this to you yesterday. I'm sure she did, but she was like texting me pictures of her, or did she do that to you
She
too?
did
right?
it once. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sent me
it
one.
was like, basically
goofy
I love
picture.
you text, yeah, and stuff. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
beautiful picture, love you too, and that whole jazz. And then out of nowhere, she goes, a girl died. She was 37.
She didn't send that one to me.
I swear to you, I was telling Gabe about it, and I had to show him because I was like, it's the most like out of left field thing.
Yeah, no, she did not
And-
send that one to me.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's sad. And then she like responded like laughing to another statement that I had said, and then I go, "Did you know her?" And she's like, "Oh no, a neighbor, blah blah blah, posted something about love your loved one, or hug your loved ones, or
Yeah.
whatever." And I was just like, "Where did like a conversation with my mom is never normal. It's never normal. Like."
No.
There's always like every 100% of the time you think you're done with a conversation. 5 minutes later, there'll be
Here
another
comes
text
an
about
emoji
something else.
or
Yeah, and it's like, okay, or this case where it's like,
no,
was the whole conversation
no segue.
set up? Yeah, there's no segue. There was no context to this conversation.
Oh,
it was just like, I
Bubba.
love you too. Hey, a girl died. She was 37. Did you know her? No.
Okay, I didn't see a
You
news
know her
story, and I'll
name?
tell you,
No.
a kid died at 10 years old. I don't know who,
Yeah.
but
A kid
Yeah,
did
it's
die
like
at 10 years
people,
old. That's
yeah,
true.
people are dying all the time. I mean,
That's what my point was. I'm like, it's like, yeah, it is sad, but
yeah,
like, why are you bringing this to me if
God,
you didn't
Gary,
even know?
Gary, you're such a monster.
probably because I'm 37, so she's like, Brian's gonna die.
Well, that is exactly what it was. That is
Oh,
exactly what it was. Yeah, she was like, I just think of you and Bubba. It's like, all right. But Gabe was like, kind of like, I don't understand why she always does that. Like, thinks of other people, and I go, I do that too. Like, if I think about like if a kid is sick,
I
right? when Gabe
can,
was
but I
growing
wouldn't
up.
bring it up. Like if there's a, I mean, the Gabby Petito thing, I don't bring it up to Morgan and be like, oh, I was thinking of you, like I want to take you out on a hike. That'd be wrong.
I'd never say I want to go on a hike with my wife. Never.
When she says no to the video card, let's admit you do want to take her on those sort of hikes
Uh,
a little bit.
But yeah,
That's been an intriguing story, by the way. I
I
don't
mean,
know why I'm so like.
yeah, you're very
intrigued
much
by it.
into it, and I'm just like immediately I was like, yeah, this guy did it.
Yeah, I
I mean, no, I know you
yeah.
knew that too, but I just mean like I don't. I mean, yeah, it's.
I think more it's just the ineptitude of the police department
Yeah.
to let.
wait,
the guy
what are you
get
guys
away.
talking about?
You don't know
The
about this
Gabby
kid?
Petito case?
Okay, so give me the gist
Do
of
you
this. 'Cause
even
everybody's been
internet?
talking about it, but I have no context about what anyone's saying. Gist.
Well,
give
It's
me the
another.
points.
It's another missing white girl syndrome or whatever.
And is this happening in real time, like in the news right now?
No,
It's in
her
the
body's
news
been
right
found
now.
finally. Yeah, I mean it is
it was
current.
found what, Brian? Like
Couple
earlier
days
this
ago.
week.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I
Wednesday.
think the husband did it, or maybe he didn't.
Boyfriend,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah, because there's
yeah,
like
I
a
mean-
body cam footage from a cop that, like, I don't know. There's a
Couple
lot
cops.
of.
They pulled him over when they were still together on a trip because they're from I think New York or Florida.
something.
I
like
think
that.
Florida, and they were taking like a cross country
Cross-country.
trip, and she was trying to start like a travel vlog and all this kind of stuff. She's 22, and I
Which
think he's like 23 or
If I'm gonna
24.
be honest, if my wife tried to do that, I don't like travel vlogs.
I see Brian in the news. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so they were doing this thing, and they were having some kind of dispute or something and driving kind of recklessly. So they got pulled over, and that's basically the last, like, kind of footage, I guess, of her.
Yeah.
Really, I mean,
Still alive, yeah.
So yeah, he just goes home.
And that was like a week or two before she turned up missing.
Yeah.
I
Turned
think.
up Mason.
And then, well,
Yes.
yeah, because
But there's just like there's a Scary Movie 2 thing about how do you turn up missing or something like that. And never mind. Hey, continue.
But yeah, I think her mom had talked to her like at the end of August or something like that, and that was the last contact she had with her. And
because the boyfriend
so,
basically just went home.
Yeah, the boyfriend
Didn't
went
say
home in the
anything
van that they
about
had.
it.
Yeah, didn't say anything. It was just like,
well, that's done.
Oh, that's where my girlfriend's gone forever, huh? That's,
yeah. And his family, which I think should be charged with accessory to murder.
Wait, so is he charged yet, or is there no evidence or nothing?
I think they're trying to find him.
They don't know where he's at.
Oh, okay.
He was supposedly chilling at the house, and then he wasn't all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason I think that the family should be charged.
Yeah, where's he at?
And especially if the girl was missing and he was chilling with y'all, and supposedly I've seen other things where supposedly they went on like a little vacation after he got back and stuff. It's like
probably,
huh? Like,
where's your girlfriend?
Right. Very, very weird. I don't know.
Very weird.
But anyway, so
that's your
man. John Walsh is going hard in the paint on this dude.
Is he?
Though. He's like, if you were a real man, you'd just off yourself.
Oh wow.
It's like
what?
Dang. But I was just kind of like, yeah, true, but I don't want him to. I want him to get.
Yeah,
he needs to be punished.
Pay for the crimes that he did. But if he got if he was found, he's like eaten by wolves. That'd be pretty good punishment.
Okay, make sure solve that one.
Yeah, if you could prove that he suffered, like,
or if he got revenanted by a bear.
Yeah.
Like,
sure. Like, if you knew. Yeah, but only if you knew that it took like a prolonged amount of time.
Listening to Bill Burr, he seems to watch a lot of videos on bears, and he says that they do not go for the kill; they just start eating you from the butt up, basically.
Isn't that Joe Rogan's thing?
I mean, probably, but I mean, I know, but I don't listen to Joe Rogan. I listen to Bill Burr, and he talks about it a lot. So.
Yeah, but you have listened to Joe Rogan.
I have, but
he's talked about it a lot too.
Joe Rogan talks about eating from the butt up a lot.
Yeah,
he actually does. Yeah,
good
for him.
Does.
That's his ivermectin, eating from the butt.
Jamie, pull that up. Pull up the butt. Pull that butt up, Jamie.
Butt eating.
Thanks for
pretty much it for
being on the zeitgeist.
Yeah,
appreciate it. I don't know these.
Let's go through our list here since we do have a schedule today. Deathloop, more stuff.
Apparently, everybody loves that game. Brian loves that game.
I mean, there's a lot of people who love it and a lot of people who hate it. I don't know. Like, I saw somebody saying like it's way too hard for them, and I mean, like,
get good.
I don't remember if there was an easy mode, but it's not that hard. Like, I'm not saying that in like a cocky way. Like, there's times where you'll die, but it's like that's part of the game as you die, and then you go back to the start of the day. Like, but
it's part of the cycle of life.
I did have my entire playthrough on YouTube, live streamed. I have finished it, and I don't think I'm going back because I mean I might do some of the cult storyline stuff. But I tried playing one round as Juliana. That's the person who invades. It was the worst lag I've experienced in like 24 years of online gaming. Like, truly, you can see like my last stream of Deathloop, like the last 20 minutes or so, is probably me in that match. And like I can't even move. Like I move, rubber band right back. I'll switch weapons. Like everything was just so broken. And I killed the person once, shockingly, but you have to kill them 3 times. They only have to kill you once. But it was so bad that I was just like, I don't think I'm going to play that again for sure. Because
it was probably a fluke, though, right?
Maybe. I mean, I was literally sitting there like, this guy's on McDonald's Wi-Fi, and I'm connecting to him. That's the only way this makes any sense. And I was just like, the people who invaded me, they came into the most glorious non-lag scenario there is. This guy's got freaking fiber internet over here. felt like they were playing a single-player game, probably. But me, I'm just rubber banding all around here. It's freaking stunk.
Stunk, dude.
Put a freaking sour taste in my mouth. But the ending wasn't great. I'm not going to spoil what the ending was. I mean, there was a reference that I liked. I'm not going to say what it was. But, like, it just kind of ends, and then it's just like, hey, you can go back, or you can reset the whole game again. I'm like, okay. But overall, I enjoyed the game. I mean, I put a lot more hours into it than I was expecting it to take.
Yeah,
to beat it.
how many did you put in there overall?
I mean, I had a
feel
lot
like you were
of.
playing it all week or two.
I mean, like I said, I think last Sunday I had like an 8-hour stream or something of playing just that game. I mean, there were some times where I took a lot of time because whenever I get invaded, I would literally just like go invisible, and I have like a perk to where if I'm not moving, it doesn't take any of my power. So I'm just like standing there, like just looking around, like trying to see the person that's invading me. And that worked most of the time, but there was a few times where I got killed. DQ witnessed me dying a couple times on stream. But one of those times is because I was using a gold shotgun. You know, they have tiered, colored loot. And you'd think gold is the best, but the shotgun sucks compared to the purple one I had. I switched back to that purple one, and it's been great. But I did find out that you can use the DualSense features on the PC version, so I was playing a little bit with that. But I was so in on the mouse and keyboard that it's hard to learn the controls over there. But the DualSense is nice.
Is it? What's
It's got
nice
it's got the adaptive trigger stuff and the haptics.
Really, it works well.
Yeah. Because I was just like, let me look it up, because I know there's some, I think Dirt 5 maybe one that you can use the DualSense on. I think there's been a few PC games where you can get the full features from the DualSense.
Nice.
The PC version. But
yeah, my wife ended up buying Kena. Was it Bridge of Spirits? Is that what it's called?
I think so. That sounds right.
This week. It's one of those games. It's like, I think, a small studio, right? It's only $40.
I think it's their first game. Yeah, it's $40.
Yeah, it's an animation studio, I think, originally or something like that.
Yeah,
and you can tell. I haven't gotten to see this in person yet, but she's played it for a little bit. We have a few weeks off from college right now, so hopefully she'll be able to put a little more time in and I can see it. But yeah, she said it's very pretty. But yeah, I think she's only gotten like an hour in on it or something so far. But I look forward to seeing that one because that's one of those ones that was showcased when the PS5
I think it's
was
supposed to be a launch
out.
game too.
Yeah, and I think we were all kind of like, "Oh, that looks really, actually pretty nice." And from what I understand, it is pretty nice. I think it's gotten pretty decent scores, reviews.
I feel like it's in the high 80s on Metacritic. And stuff,
I think
again,
at least 85.
For a company putting out their first game, it's pretty
impressive. Yeah. So that I will be checking out probably today, hopefully. Let's talk about Bayonetta 3 because I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, this is for two things. Oh, mother effer. For two things because they had a direct or something, but like I literally was just sitting there, I think Thursday night or Wednesday night, I don't remember what night it was, and then I just saw somebody saying something about Bayonetta 3 looking bad, and I was like, why is everybody talking about Bayonetta 3? And then like I finally found the new trailer, they put out gameplay, and I mean, no, graphically it looks terrible, but like it's a Switch game, it's a Switch exclusive, what did you expect? Like I don't know. I don't know what anybody expected.
Bayonetta 2. It was the same.
Yeah, like, what'd you expect? I mean, you're not going to get Devil May Cry 5. That looked amazing. I mean, yeah, that was on last-gen consoles. That's how underpowered the Switch is. Let's be honest. And it's a different voice actress, but there's a lot of theories that that's not Bayonetta.
Oh, my God. Here we go. It's brought to you by Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, no, but it does make sense, because the little girl in the first game has the same kind of hair. Like, she has these pigtail.
Yeah, but that is Bayonetta. Spoilers for the first game.
But it's not. It's her daughter also, kind of.
No, but that is her though.
But that's not.
It is literally her, like time travel.
But it's not her though. Is what I'm saying. Oh, wow. They can't be the same person. Come on, man. She can't be saving herself. Come on.
I'm pretty sure that is what happens, but the story in Bayonetta is who.
Yeah.
Members, except apparently Brian.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. It's been a while. But
It's been.
yeah, there's like big kaiju battles. It looks like in there. It looked fun. I mean, again, the first one I really enjoyed. Second one I liked. I didn't play through it a bunch of times like I did the first one. And this one I'll buy and play through it. But I mean, I wish it was on a different console.
Wait, hold on. You're gonna buy this one?
Yeah.
What? But you own a Switch?
Yeah, I've talked to you about it.
You have?
Yes.
Yep.
Is this recently?
Like 4
Fairly.
months ago or something.
Oh wow.
It's been
I
a
don't know.
while.
I guess it just
It's been a while. Actually,
wow.
more than. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been at least 4 months. Doesn't get any use, as yours probably
Yeah.
doesn't. Because
Not recently, but I bought an OLED for no reason.
Yeah.
That's true as well.
Yeah, because there's nothing to play on it. But also at that, they announced some Mario Brothers animated movie
Yes,
with
which
the
is
weirdest
big, long,
voice cast.
So this was announced at the direct.
The
It
cast,
was announced like a year ago. They
Yeah.
were like, "Hey, it's gonna happen," and like Universal Studios is doing it or something like that.
Because it's from the people who did Despicable Me, right?
something
Oh.
like that. I think.
Okay.
So they
Ooh, so are we gonna
announced
get
it like a
minions?
year ago, but this is when they talked about the voice cast.
And
as they
it's
kept,
all over the place.
Yeah, like I thought it was just gonna be like 3 people, and they just kept going. I was like, why? And why? Just stop! And then I was like, no, wait, keep going. This is getting crazier and crazier.
And it's hilarious because I'll see people like being like, "Oh yeah," I mean, we can talk about some of them, but like Charlie Day's Luigi, I don't mind. Gary hates Charlie Day, but like I don't mind that. But some people are like, "Oh yeah, I can't think of a more perfect Luigi." Like, huh? You can't think
I
of
can't
like,
think of a
oh
worse
dude,
Luigi.
what's his name from Key and Peele is gonna be Captain Toad.
Egan Michael Peel or whatever the
Key,
fuck. I
yeah.
don't know his name.
Jordan
But,
Peele.
yeah, he's gonna be
Keegan-Michael
Toad.
Key, yeah, he's gonna be Toad. Oh, dude, I can't think of a more perfect Toad. What does that even mean?
That's the thing about this whole like discourse is that like these characters are character lights. Like they're not even real characters to a degree. Like Luigi, if anything, has the most character out of all of them because he has several games about him being a scaredy cat. But like, who is Mario? He's a guy who jumps around and he has a good time and he tries to save Peach. So that's
Chris
him
Pratt.
It's also Chris Pratt. Like, I can't think of a better Toad. Like, Toad doesn't have a character really. He's just a really cute guy. I'm sorry. I'm just saying it.
And who's
So
Toad?
people get upset that like, no, she can't be Peach. Like, Peach doesn't have a rich history.
Yeah.
Of, like Metal Gear Solid 1 through 3, as we saw her develop as a character. No, she's just Peach.
Yeah.
You know,
But
fine.
it's an insane list of people that's just like, why?
It's
like
Sebastian
on-
Maniscalco for Spike.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach.
Yeah,
Sean
maybe.
I like her,
Rosen as
and-
Cranky Kong.
And it's great because Anya Taylor-Joy is supposed to be teaming up with Robert Eggers again for the Nosferatu movie. I'm excited about that.
Whoa.
That's the guy that did the Vavitch. And
Seth
the
Rogen
Lighthouse.
is Donkey Kong.
Yeah, like why is Donkey Kong in this?
Jack
doing
Black is Bowser. Why is Jack Black in anything? Please stop.
The Rock is
like-
going to be somebody else. He's going to be.
So I'm anticipating this is a movie that's going to be like Mario is part of like the universe as the video game, and it's going to be a Jumanji thing where they get sucked into the game or something like that. Because like
I
just
think it's
seeing
gonna be
Mario,
full on animation and it's going to be stupid.
it's going to be bad. Like the idea of Mario as Mario talking repeatedly throughout an hour and a half long movie, that's horrifying. So he's got to be like human Chris Pratt guy becoming Mario or something like that. Is what I'm thinking.
I think you're putting too much thought into how bad
Yeah.
this is going to be. I think it's just
Oh,
going to
did
be a
I
full blown
put any thought in it whatsoever, or I
Exactly.
put too much thought? Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right.
I'm not. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I doubt that that's what they're going to do because they have just an odd choice of everything.
And then
And-
DQ was calling his shot, saying there's going to be a Sonic the Hedgehog crossover, and then it's going to be by 2024 Sonic and Mario at the Olympics.
Which would be great.
Yeah,
then we can
do
get-
it, you cowards.
Get them playing golf and tennis and Mario Kart movie. And I said that if they had any balls, they would put Mads
Yes.
Mikkelsen as freaking Luigi.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's what the people demand.
Or that they do, was it you that's Brad that said this, Brad? Or no, it was DQ that said this, that they need to make it a canonical sequel to the 1990 something movie, which I'm like, I'm all in, do it. Dennis Hopper was real.
He was real.
Yeah.
It was,
God, that
still
was such
is.
an odd
it
acid
was a
trip movie.
very
too.
weird movie. But
It ended with a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Remember, like the Peach came back and she's like,
Yeah.
"Mario, Luigi, we need your help again."
yeah.
Yeah, and everybody was just like, no.
And
No.
everybody from that is
No,
dead,
no, no.
basically. Rip in
Yeah.
peace, Dennis Hopper and my boy.
John
John
Leguizamo turned out to be
Leguizamo,
a pretty
Bob
good
Hopkins.
actor.
Who? John Leguizamo, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Mario. And this is
Yeah,
Luigi
their names
Mario.
are Mario, Luigi
Samantha
Mario.
Morton die?
No, she's not dead. She's
Oh.
just real old. She
Super
was in
old.
that The Strain show that ended years ago now, and she was real old in that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I don't. It's
the Goombas especially were odd in that movie.
They're a little bit odd. And Yoshi being just a straight
Yeah.
up dinosaur, a raptor basically. It was a little odd.
That was a bad time whenever, like, again, things couldn't just be what they were.
Yeah,
Like, you couldn't
I mean,
just...
but this can't be what. Like, I'm sure there will be like a
But if
haha,
it's a
look at this.
cartoon...
Yeah, but like I'm sure there will be a moment where it's like, haha, look at this. He's side scrolling. He's jumping on mushrooms' heads or something, Goomba's heads.
Oh, he's in a little
But
cart,
that-
like Mario
but to me-
Kart.
Yeah, but to me, that's a throwback, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
fine with
that's-
that, but like
As long
I
as
don't-
Mario looks like Mario and Luigi, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like,
'Cause
why
they're,
does-
they're for sure not going to sound like either of them.
yeah, but like why does anybody care about a Mario movie? Like Metal Gear Solid, that can be a movie. Mario, there's nothing there. There's nothing there for a movie.
Yeah, you can jump on bricks and jump under bricks and
Yeah, I guess
Bricks
get a
and bricks and
mushroom.
bricks
And
and bricks.
they're big.
yeah.
But then I sent a
Maybe it takes
TikTok
place at
that,
Joshua Tree.
that suggests
Yeah.
that if Wario shows up, it should be Danny DeVito as Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny. And it should
Please.
be. And it should be. If you're gonna get Charlie Day in there. And honestly, from that show, Dennis would be a much better Luigi. He just would be.
Anybody from that show would be a much better Luigi than Charlie Day, dude.
I don't think about it. The whole cast could Charlie Day could be Mario because he's always fixing stuff.
No.
He's always
It's a
fixing
me.
stuff. And then
Oh yeah, and the original voice actor for Mario, whose name we keep forgetting.
Charles Martinet.
Martinelli, the apple juice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good apple juice, dude.
Yeah, he's gonna
It's
be
a
a
great
cameo
apple
role.
juice. Several cameo roles apparently. Yeah.
He's a me. Fired from my job. I'm right there with you, bud.
Yeah, watch out for Super Mario coming. Like, did they say 2022?
2022.
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right.
That's what it shows. I'm sure it's tentative, obviously, but
Did Universal do the Sonic movie? I feel like they might have.
They
Yeah, I think
may
it was.
have.
'Cause I feel like I remember
It
seeing the
was.
Universal logo and being like, ugh.
Can't wait for Sonic v Mario.
And then, you know, who else has, Universal has? Fast and Furious. So Sonic X, Mario X, Dom.
You don't need mushrooms when you got family.
Yeah.
that's right.
You don't need the Chaos Emeralds when you've got family.
It's true. I can't wait.
Another crazy thing that I didn't expect this to be announced, but Tiger King 2
Oh.
coming to Netflix.
And I'm like, I mean, I see why you would do it as far as the first one was such a big deal, but like what? Like nothing's happened.
Yeah.
Like
What are
with
you gonna
with
do?
Making a Murderer 2, you got to see how there was a new high-level defense attorney coming in to like go over everything, and like there's here's new evidence, And this, I'm like, there's nothing. Like he basically
He's still in
admits-
jail,
I mean,
right?
He's still in jail, yeah.
he's still in jail, and he basically admitted to trying to have her killed. Although there is still a lot of, to me, entrapment stuff where the guy, like, they're clearly trying to set him up to get somebody, like,
Right.
for
and
him
he's
to pay
still
somebody.
not going to financially recover from this either.
It's true. I mean, yeah, I can deal with some more Joe Exotic footage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in, I guess. I got to see a trailer and
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I expect nothing, especially in this short amount of time. Like, Making a Murderer was
Yeah.
like 3 years later or something, wasn't it?
oh yeah, it was a while.
Yeah, and still I'm waiting for
Um,
season 3.
I never finished season 2, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
There's a lot of stuff
I
in
don't
that makes you go,
But I don't know. When did they say this is coming out?
2022. They said in a year, Or they said this year, but it's like 2022. It's like, well, it's not this year then. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Well, I guess that'll be 2 years later, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, about there.
But
I just don't see how it's possible because like all the interviews that they got were with these weirdos, you know, that didn't know that they were basically being shown as villains. I mean, they were being shown as who they are, which are villains.
Yeah.
And how are they going to get these people to go on interviews again? I don't know. Maybe some fame is better than no fame, I suppose.
Because
Yeah.
of,
And I mean,
what's the word?
The one person who lost their arm transitioned, right? And then the other guy got his teeth all fixed.
Yeah.
And like
Carol Baskin is who knows where.
Oh, yeah, she's hiding out with Brian Husky or whatever his name is.
Because the word I'm looking for is narcissism, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's true. Probably. You're probably right on that one. Yeah, that other weird tiger guy who kept many wives in like rape sheds. Him,
the doctor or whatever was it?
Doc. Did you just call him Doc or something?
Doc,
yeah. They called him Doc.
That dude was
Marty. Check out this tiger, Marty.
That's actually a pretty good Doc Brown.
Well, thank you.
And then we, I guess, round out the episode with maybe we get to finally hear Josh's bathroom tale. I don't even know.
Oh my god! Okay, yeah. I've tried to reiterate because the thing happened with the bathroom, and then I was like, "Hey guys, remind me to talk about this on the podcast." And then I wasn't on the podcast for like 3 episodes.
No, we just kept getting, "Hey, by the way, I'm not doing the podcast."
Yeah, so I'll try to abridge it and keep it short. Listen, I get home from work. All right, I work all day long. I'm working hard, and you know it's time to go to the bathroom. I'm not opposed to going to the bathroom at work. I just am more comfortable at home, and so I do it here. I go over. I drop a dookie. All right, and number 2, luxurious, great. Try flushing it. Guess what? Doesn't flush. Happens to the best of us.
This is at
This is at home at my residence. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, let's get out the old plunger. And I'm about to plunge it. And then I'm like, hey, hold on, wait a second. Because I've always heard, Brian, is your hand up? What are you doing? What are you doing there?
My wife's behind this thing, screwing with it.
Nice.
I'm listening to you. I'm so sorry.
So it's all right. I've always heard that, like, if you just let it sit, like, it'll absorb the moisture and then it's going to, like, just go down, right? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Like, it'll just soften.
Yeah.
And like, I always thought about that, and I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm going to put it to the test this time. I'm just going to close the toilet here, and I'm going to just come back in, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour.
Oh, I would never leave it. Like, if I wanted to test that theory, I'm going to stand there watching it, staring at it. Just like, you got to go down.
I've done this, but go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, because my thought is, like, I recently bought this plunger, and it's what the plunger is for, but I'm like, I don't want to dirty up the plunger. For some reason, I'm just like, I don't want to dirty up this plunger. I've used it.
This exact thought, yes.
What am I going to use? Because, like, a plunger only has a certain amount of plunges in it, so to speak, before it breaks, like Breath of the Wild or something.
See?
But, so I close the lid. And then I actually end up going to dinner somewhere else and using the bathroom somewhere else, so I don't use the bathroom for the rest of the day.
I wish that it happened there too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just close that, and I will come see that later.
Close this one. I'll close this. I'll come back to this restaurant in a few more hours. So I come back at the end of the day. It's like 11 or close to midnight, and I'm going to the bathroom, and I see the toilet. I'm like, oh my god, that's right. I didn't flush this toilet earlier when I got home at like 5 p.m. So I opened it up, and there it is still. It looks the same. And I try flushing it. I'm like, finally, you know, the time has come. It doesn't flush.
This is actually making me nauseous now.
Oh, no. Okay, well, it's got to go places. Listen, guys, I apologize, but this is going to go places. You might want to tune out now. You're in. So anyway, I'm like, it doesn't flush. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. So I guess at least in this case, with this particular dookie, with this particular set, it just didn't. Maybe it works for other people.
Particular set of skills.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't work. So I grabbed the plunger again. I'm like, okay, it's time to plunge. And then I'm just like,
more resilient than I thought.
Exactly. It's time to plunge. And then I'm about to plunge, and then I'm like, well, you know what? Here's something else that I've always thought and wondered. Because I, for some reason, I'm possessed to not use this plunger. Like, how hard is it just to unplug? Like, Does the plunger, is it really necessary? Like, can it just be moved a little bit to like, and then it'll be fine?
No.
Can it be positioned?
This is from an American Pie movie script or something somewhere.
I mean, basically, I look around like, what can I do? Because like plunging is such a dramatic action. Like, do you really just need to push it a little bit to jostle it? You know?
See, for me, yeah, like I don't like to have to plunge it because there are times where like I feel like it's not that much doo doo or toilet paper, but like it's just a weak toilet, and I'm like, I don't want to plunge it because then other people might hear me plunging it.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "Oh, you took a big old dump." And I was like, "No, I didn't. It's got weak
Get a better toilet.
Water flow, man. It's weak."
And that's the thing is that like poop, it's just such a weird shape. It's just probably shaped weird a little bit, you know, and the way it's shaped is hitting the hole and
like
it's just
hourglass,
not going
right?
down. Exactly. Like it's just pinching a little bit. So I think, well, what if I just jostle a little bit without the plunger? I look around. I'm like, okay, is there like a chopstick around that I can just break in half and just push it in a little bit?
Yeah, obviously a bathroom chopstick.
Bathroom chopsticks, yeah. Or like, yeah, maybe some people have incense. I don't, but like, okay, look around, nothing. And then I'm just like, well, what if I just make a little hook with my fingers?
Oh.
I thought that's where it's going at first.
Hey, here's my line of thinking, because at first I'm just like, Joshua, why don't do that? Don't stick your fingers in the toilet to unjostle poop. And I'm just like, well, why not? Because, and here's my line of thinking, it's like, you know, you're wiping yourself. Sometimes you get a little poop on there when you're wiping yourself, and then you wash it, and it's none the wiser. It's like, it's fine.
It's still the wiser. Even if you get a little bit on there, it'll always smell like that. Even if you wash your hands 500 times.
Yeah.
I'm getting to that part of the story. Because you get a little poop on your hands and you wash it a whole bunch thoroughly, and then you're fine. So I'm just like, well, if I just do that here, it's basically the same thing. So, you know, I become Captain Hook really quick, and I just and I go and I plunge in. As soon as I go in and start making contact,
plunge in without the plunger. You'd rather get your hand dirty than the plunger.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can wash my hand. I can't wash the plunger. That's what
you can. You can wash a plunger.
You can't throw your arm away either. You can just throw the plunger away if you. That's the way you feel.
I go in and I start loosening, and you know the water becomes very cloudy, and I start to realize what I've done. But I'm like, no, it's fine. It's
contents are loosening right now.
It's fine. Hey, guess what? It works. And I flush the toilet. I give my two fingers the old just like drip on back into the toilet. I quickly take my hand to the kitchen sink, wash it with soap.
You didn't take it to the bathroom sink? It was right there. I would have went to the bathroom sink, washed, and then went to the kitchen sink, washed, and then went back to the bathroom, washed. That's what I would have.
So here's the thing: I do wash my hands thoroughly, like for like a minute with soap, like in every possible crevice. It still stinks.
Yeah,
and it continues to stink.
It probably does today.
Yeah, exactly. For like 30 minutes, it doesn't matter how thoroughly and how hot the water is, I can still smell it because you know that it was there.
Gosh,
like you can't disassociate.
Forever unclean.
Basically, yeah, and that was why you didn't hear from me for like 3 weeks because I was washing my hands for that long.
Oh god,
you're shooting airsoft, and you're like, oh, what the hell is airsoft gun smells like S? The hell?
No, which is to say, don't do it, guys. I know you might be curious, like I was. Like, yeah, sure.
I just love that you needed to test this theory out. Like, yeah, sticking your finger down the toilet works. And it's like, yeah, that's why they invented plungers, so you didn't have to stick your hand into the toilet.
It does work.
Oh, guys, just a bit of caution for you. Chop sueying your poo with your bare hands apparently does make it more bite-sized.
I just went in there and I scooped it out with my hand and put it in the trash can, and it worked. Flushed without any problem.
I tested a theory. I just gathered all the poo in my hand and put it in the trash can, and the toilet flushed fine.
Now what you got to do is you got to go back to that restaurant and see if that's still sitting there.
Oh, I guarantee it still is. Oh, yeah.
I just love it because you're the person that I hate coming into the bathroom after. Is like, who didn't flush this? It's just toilet paper and dookie all in there.
He did flush at the restaurant. He said he did.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he said the same thing happened.
I was joking. No, I was joking about it.
If I walk into a bathroom after someone and I can tell by the shape of the poo that it's been compacted and because they attempted to flush.
was
I'm
just-
okay with that.
I was just
Like, could
thinking,
have
if
happened
you
to
come into the
anybody.
bathroom, you see somebody leave the stall, just holding their hand, just soaking in dookie water, walking to the sink like,
They're like, it's free now. It's not plugged anymore.
They're like, I hooked it. Good.
it worked. Hey, hey,
free.
Josh, it worked.
Yeah.
I give them the nod. Like, yeah, that's right.
I
You
tested
go
that theory
shake
as
a
well.
dookie hand. Yeah. You go, my hand still smells like it anyway. Let's shake on it. I mean,
Oh,
I'm with
man.
you on. I've had the same thought. Like,
Yeah, you have.
I used to be a plumber,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I agree. Like, yes, a plunger that's what its purpose is for. But it's like a weird thing where, especially if you just have like a basic rubber plunger, where you're just gonna set it on the ground.
It'll have the little
That's the
flakes,
other
but
thing,
also it'll
yeah.
have little flakes of toilet paper on it, no matter what you do.
Well, it has
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it has that, and also it's hard to get out the water all
Yeah.
the way. You know, so it'll have like a little drainage.
Well, that's
on
why
the
you don't get the
thing.
ones that have the crazy crazy.
Yeah, but those are the ones that get the most.
Oh, for
suction on
sure.
the toilet.
For sure.
So that's part of the thing
gotta get
that propelled me to do this is that we all make peace with the idea that in the corner behind the toilet, that's just the realm of the
Now,
disgusting.
see,
Yes.
I was gonna say-
Now your hand is the realm of disgusting.
I was
It's
gonna
true,
say
yeah.
what's nastier to me is I never thought about this, but whenever you're using the plunger, you didn't wash your hands before you used that plunger. Like obviously you'd wash it afterwards, but like so the last person that took a dookie that needed to use that plunger also had dookie hands on that plunger.
Okay, we're
handle.
getting into the minutia
No, I've
of like
already-
toilet
I've thought
handles
about
and
this.
everything.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? I've thought about this for forever. This
I did
is
for a long time.
really.
Yeah. For a long time, I
Interesting.
didn't think about it, and then it was like, yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm still gonna wash my hands regardless, even if I wash my hands and then use the
yeah.
plunger.
This is a PSA. Wash your hands, everybody. Come on.
Yeah, and just use the plunger. Just use it.
Maybe you know what? I did it for you guys, so you guys wouldn't have to just use the plunger.
Did you ever
still the
think
best
maybe
option.
that's what happened on
Well-
Tiger King? Is that tiger smelled some dookie on that person's arm and just ripped it off? You think
Yeah.
about that?
So, Josh, here I want to give you an option that,
Mhm.
and I wish I had known this was gonna that you were so gung ho on wrestling Dookie out of a toilet because
I pushed it in. I want to clarify. I didn't take it out. I pushed
Josh, there's
it
no
in.
coming back from
Scoop it
this.
and you're like, oh,
it,
oh,
doesn't- it would have been better, yeah, if you had cupped it in your hands and sipped the
Cradling
water
it like a
around it.
newborn.
Yeah, exactly. But so here's an option you can do, and this is what I've done to great success
Mhm.
on many occasions. If you stop a toilet up, and this happened. It's harder to do in a commercial building because of the way the toilets are. But at a home toilet,
Yeah,
if
totally.
it's stopped up and you don't want to plunge or just wrestle Dookie, what you can do is gently take the handle on the toilet to flush it and just lightly hold it so that water slowly seeps into the bowl so it starts filling up.
Uh-huh.
Okay? What you want to do, and then once it gets to about
So it gets
the
pressure.
bottom of the rim, yeah, it creates pressure. Gets to the bottom of the rim, you can let it sit there for a while. And then you might come back and it'll be all of a sudden flushed. You can do that a couple times, and then eventually, like sometimes it's tough,
Yeah.
but you come back eventually and it's going to work.
Toilet
Like
tips
Brian-
with Gary.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Tips on how not to grope Dookie.
Plumbers hate the secret to groping Dookie. They don't want you to know it. They hate it.
Yeah. Put
Big
this out of
plunger.
work, man.
Big plungers over
Big
here
plunger.
telling you your hand won't work.
Big Dookie hands pushing this narrative that plumbers aren't needed. We can't tolerate this, man.
I'm so sick of these freaking corporations
Yeah.
lobbying for
Big
not
Pharma
using your
is work-
hand.
Yeah, Big Pharma and Big Dookie Hand are working together
'Cause
for stool softeners.
Yeah. I mean, you
Put
think
us out
about
of
it. What's the
business.
problem in the world is pain pill addiction. What does that do? Constipate you.
Right. It's
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
clear.
It's all connected.
And so we'll end on that high note.
Ooh.
Most ridiculous story I've heard. It was well worth the
Yeah.
4-month wait.
Like I say,
for it.
I could definitely see that being in an American, a National Lampoon's American Pie movie.
Yeah.
Bringing it back, baby. It's all coming back.
Oh gosh, dang, I'm sick right now. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Patreon.com/2peats. You can get more incredible and insightful stories like
Mhm.
that one that Josh has told. More homeowner tips on how to unstop your toilets. Perhaps next episode, Josh will tell you how to unstop a clogged disposal by reaching your bare hand in there.
Flip
That's
it
right.
on and off.
No,
Yeah.
you got something else for the disposal. You got something else. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh no,
It's the only way. It's the only way.
mine won't reach.
Anyway, great episode. That was good. I liked it. Ended on a very high load up.
Josh, you gotta go play airsoft.
Yes.
Yeah, got to get back to the field, guys.
So everyone, have a great week. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Keep spreading the word, and we will see you next time. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.